2, 1, crescendo.
Underway and 360 back with an autonomous program. They fly out to the center of the field on one side. 9023 coming in with the other side. Blue Alliance robots staying basically in their starting area, but Confidential able to get 2 in. And it's a 41-27 red advantage, and the drivers take control of their machines. 9023, the Future Martians feed the amp for the Red Alliance. Competition pressed by both of our alliances. That was answered 80-32 at the other end. The Sasquatch Robotics machine. Collision to the center of the field. Everybody spins off. Code Purple doing the feed strategy, arcing shots halfway down to the base of their amp. Red Alliance back on defense there, picked up one of those notes and came back to the other end. Now try to manipulate it. Minute and a half to play. Red Alliance 56, Blue Alliance 40. Blue speaker amplified. The amplification period's come to an end. 60-45 now, Red Alliance. Likely a foul involved there. Blue Alliance continuing to float things in. Code Purple being the feeder. 360 at the red source. They head back, miss their alliance partner, bounce through. And just ran out of time to get that into an amplified speaker, but 19 notes score, now 20 from the Red Alliance. They've got that ranking point sewn up. Minute to play, 77-54, advantage Red Alliance. As blue amplification ends, they still need 2 notes to be played into their amp or speaker to get to that ranking point. Now 1 note needed. And into the amp, Confidential with the note to get that ranking point for the Blue Alliance. Confidential now back at the blue source, trying to push a note about. They get control of that note and head back for home. 30 seconds to play. Red Alliance now by 10. Both speakers amplified. Confidential puts it up and in. But Red's answers immediately, 91-81. Human players looking for the high note, trying to spotlight those microphones. Red Alliance unsuccessful. Blue Alliance not successful. 2 red robots looking to tandem climb. 360 coming in on the other side with a note. 5 seconds left, 95-83, advantage Red Alliance. 3 red robots in the air. Can't tell if there's a travel note play down there or not. I'm very far away from the Red Alliance stage with my vantage point, but 27 notes for the Red Alliance, 23 for the Blue Alliance. Everybody's walking away with at least 1 ranking point from this one. And here we go. G-House Foundation Formula 1 car comes home to a red victory. 106-89, your final score. And 4 ranking points for the Red Alliance. 90-23 Future Martians move to 4th overall. Arrows up for Nerd Herd and 360. Blue Alliance arrows down. Code Purple falls to 10th overall as a result. Josh, what do you have for us?
Yeah, you know, this match, it was a great story of the Red Alliance finding their opportunities and really converting on them, right? They eventually end up with this 20, almost 30-point lead, right? But it started with tiny little margins, right? Throughout the match, you're talking about it's 5 points here, 3 points here. And one moment particularly stood out to me. So yesterday, Brett and I talked a bit about kind of the newly found passing forward strategy, right? Other regions have been doing it for a while, but finally Northwest teams are like, okay, this is actually a viable thing. Let's try it. And Code Purple gave it a whirl, and we gave them kudos yesterday for it. And while it was still cool to watch, the kudos here actually goes to the Red Alliance in this one. In our match highlight, keep an eye over here. This is going to be eventually a red robot taking this opportunity here. So when we roll this clip forward, that note was passed forward earlier by Code Purple. And when we roll this clip, there we see Red Alliance robot sees this. I didn't quite get the timestamp for when that note landed there, but the Red Alliance actually converted on that, sitting there, runs across the field, and now converts it alongside their alliance partners, which I'm pretty sure in that case that was 360, now back on the field. You know, the big evolution strategy for them as well this week, going from literally magic smoke on the field to now, you know, picking up some score. But that ended up, they were able to convert that into 2 points alongside their alliance partners to get a nice 4-point buffer going, and they never looked back all the way through to the end game, getting the robots up onto the stage, one after another. Great moves there by that Red Alliance, and it all started with one little opportunistic pick and roll.
And that was Nerdhurt 40-43 that went in and grabbed that note and ran back home with it.
I think that was actually, yes, the pink bow tie on the front. How could I forget? I think that's all I've got for you from qualification match number 63, and we'll turn it back down to the field.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Eric. We're ready to meet our teams for quals 64.